Alright, I'm going to talk about a situation that will come up for everybody selling on eBay, especially if you're trying to sell in volume. And that is eBay's selling limits, which are a little bit confusing to understand how eBay uh, gives you more selling power. Okay, now this is an account that I've sold a couple of items on, and what you can see here is my selling limit is currently at 500. Now, generally, what you'll start out with in a selling account is about around 300 items that you can sell. And then after you sell through those first 300, then maybe they can increase that to something a bit more. I mean, I've seen it as low as 100 starting out. It just depends. If your PayPal account has a history of being used on eBay a lot to buy and sell things, then chances are your selling limit is going to be higher. Basically, the theory behind selling limits is eBay doesn't want you to be able to list, let's say, $100,000 worth of product and then ship out gravel, little bitty rocks in your packages instead of the actual items, and then get all the cash transferred to your PayPal account and then rip it out in an ATM and run off with it, and then they're stuck with the bill and they have to submit a fraud case. So they don't want they don't want to give you too much power to do that initially. And obviously, if you sign up with a business account and you have a verified PayPal account, and you sell 300 items a month, and your ratings are 5 stars, your feedback is perfect, they still won't give you the increase that you need a lot of times. Usually what I've seen them do is, let's say in a month I sell 500 items. What they'll do is they will say, great, you sold 500 items, you reached your limit, now you can sell 1,000 per month. And I'm like, great. If you have if the SKUs that you have, or if you have like 4,000, 5,000 SKUs, well, you need a selling limit of 4,000 or 5,000, and guess what? You're not going to get that until 6 or 7 months down the line, because all they're going to give you is not what you need, but they're going to double it. It's kind of backwards how they do this. Basically, what I've seen on growing accounts with a lot of SKUs is it might take 4, 5, 6 months for you to get up to the limit that you need. Now, if you have 20,000 SKUs, guess what? I mean, it'll probably take you a year to be able to list all of your items entirely. So just kind of hang out there. I mean, keep asking eBay every month. Request higher selling limits, and then get on the phone with them and actually say, hey, we have 20,000 items that we need to list. We've been selling perfectly through our 4,000 a month limit. All of our feedback is stellar. We're selling everywhere else. Can we please jump to 20,000? And they may do it. I've seen eBay be very, very stingy with the increases. They have a standard for it that seems to only at the max double for you every month. So keep that in mind. The one thing that's interesting is I've seen this item list, for an account that's sold for like 3 or 4 years. If it doubles every single year, this turns into 1,000, and then 2,000, and then 4,000, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32,000, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up for them. And I've seen it to where like a seller could list like 38 million items per month. It's like, okay, who's selling 38 million items per month? I mean, somebody is, but that's completely insane numbers. As time goes on, they just continue to increase your selling limits just to, I think that it would never run out. I think you would start to see numbers that look like, the U.S. national debt. There'd just be trillions and gazillions of items that you can list every month, because it just automates and it just doubles every month. So in the beginning, it's really hard to get exactly where you need to be. If I was a professional seller, if I was selling a whole lot of items, over 500, I'd come on here and I'd be kind of bummed. But hey, next month I'd be able to list all my items if I only had 1,000 probably. You know, eBay might be stingy and only bring me up to 750. You know, you never really know. Usually they double it, but sometimes they only bring you up by, 25% or something like that, and that sucks. But you just have to live with it and just be consistent. Just consistently ask them every month. You can expect that with a brand new professional eBay account that you will start out with somewhere between, a selling limit of like 300 to 500. Okay, and you're just going to have to grow from there. So just list all the items you can, sell as many items as you can. Now, there's not a quota. You don't have to sell 500 items to get the increase. That's just the limit. So you can sell up to that point. If you only sell 25 items in a month, if all those transactions go well and nobody says that you scammed them, I mean, that's what they want. That's what they want to see. That'll get you an increase the next month. So just stay at it. It's slow in the beginning. I hope that this policy changes in the near future. I really, really, really do. This is one of the massive flaws for eBayers that are professional. If you're a professional seller and say you have 10,000 SKUs, then it's going to take you so long to reach your full potential on eBay. This eBay, a lot of it is still it's still made and it's still focused toward the people who are selling items out of their garage, or secondhand items, the professional volume sellers who have catalogs that are, 10 to 20,000 items, they are just now really starting to adapt to more of those needs for those type of sellers because, hey, guess what? They want to sell on eBay too. And they're trying to find this kind of bridge between their old style of doing things and their new style of doing things. And selling limits is a place where they really need to get out. I think what they should do is have like a verification for you to start out with like a 10,000 item selling limit. Maybe they'd have to mail something to your business and you'd have to verify your direct deposit or something like that. I don't know, some deeper verification steps, and then you could get a higher selling limit. Once they've looked at your other places that you're selling online successfully. But at the worst, if you're selling 10,000 items, just hold in there for a year. You'll have steady growth along the way, but you will have to every month put some more listings in to go up there, because you can't just stay at 500 listings and then get the the higher and higher and higher selling limits. So just hang tight and just be patient on this one, and just stay consistently speaking to eBay seller support, and you'll get your account to grow. But that's kind of how that works. And yep, I'll put some links here. There's a page or two. It talks a little bit about some specifics in here. Okay, so apparently there's some better information in here. It's basically the same. Now they may say some stuff in here that's basically my what I'm telling you here in this video is how I've seen things go by practice, by selling items successfully on professional selling accounts, with accounts that have over 4,000 SKUs, and how things progress over the course of that first year. So if you only need to sell 1,000 items, you're going to be there pretty quick, 3 months. Just do well. If you're not a scammer, you're not going to have any problems with this. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll leave some links for you guys.